You can't reach for anything new if your hands are still full of yesterday's junk. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the 432 Yuck YouTube channel. My name is Alana, and I'm sitting down with the owner and operator of Team 432 Yuck, Shane. Hi, Shane. How are you today?
Amazing. How are you?
I'm great. I'm really great. I'm really excited to hear more about what you do.
Love it. Let's go.
Excellent. So what are your primary services?
So at Team 432 Yuck, we have junk removal bins. We have yuck bags. We also have a junk removal truck with like two guys that come and take away the furniture or items that you don't want to do the heavy lifting on.
Nice.
We'll do that for you.
Excellent. And why is there a need for junk removal in Edmonton?
Oh, I think there's a need because I don't even know why there's a need. It's just a necessary thing. You know?
Everyone has junk.
Everyone has junk, and it's just before you know it, you look in your basement, in your garage, and it's just full out of nowhere. How does it happen? Right?
Yeah. Over time, you just accumulate.
Yeah, it just happens. Yeah.
Nobody wants to get rid of anything.
Exactly. Everyone's too busy buying on impulse, right? So
yeah.
I think that's a big thing.
Plus, everyone has room. If you have a basement, if you have a garage, it's easier just to like put it away and not deal with it.
Yeah. And also too, I think it's with the online shopping, it's so easy to buy things nowadays.
Right.
It just shows up on your door and all of a sudden it's there, right? So
exactly.
One day later, sometimes in a couple of hours, it's at your house. So.
Yeah. And you said something earlier while we were talking before we started recording that things aren't built to last like they used to be.
Yes. Yeah. That's another thing. That everything breaks so easily, and then after 6 months to a year, it's broken. You have to buy something new.
Right. And is there a specific niche that you serve with your junk removal?
Usually it's more like new homeowners or mature homeowners that are been in a house for 3 to 5 years, where things have accumulated, or they're ready to do a quick little upgrade, maybe a bathroom reno or kitchen reno or something like that. I think there's a lot of different types of garbage removals, and not just one specific, like every week you throw your garbage bags on the street. There's so many different more.
Right. There's garbage, and then there's junk removal.
Yeah. And then there's construction debris, and then there's estate cleanouts, and there's realtor, rental properties, there's so many different avenues of junk, right?
Excellent. So you do residential as well as commercial?
Yeah, we do it all. We're like a kind of a one-stop shop garbage removal company.
And your people take things away, correct? You don't have to like bring the bin and then expect the homeowner to do the work.
We offer both services. So,
okay.
So we offer like do it yourself, or we drop the bin and the client will load it themselves and kind of go through their process themselves.
Nice.
Or they call us and they say, we don't want to do nothing. Call us when it's done. And we send the photos and videos once we're done, and then we're out of there, right? So,
oh, I like that. You send the videos.
Yeah. We do before and after pictures and videos just to make sure we got exactly what the client requested.
That's great.
Yeah.
I really love that. Are you one of the only companies in Edmonton that does that?
I think there's other companies, because it's a very sure way of doing things, instead of just, having a list of things over the phone, or most of the time the customers too, as we're doing the process, they're adding things into it. Right. So it's a before and after photo it's a must. I think it's a game changer.
Nice. I really like that. And what's the biggest problem that you solve for people?
Yeah, I think is just taking that junk stress out of their house, or out of their life, or out of their their problem that they're going through. Because usually when people are in that junk removal stage of decluttering, or doing a renovation, or doing a spring cleanup, usually they're kind of stressed out because the junk has kind of been there for a while, and they keep looking at it, and then eventually they make that decision to do it. So I think that's where we come in and kind of take it all away from them, right?
I love that. I don't think most people realize how much a mental load junk takes on a person.
It's huge. Once we come in and we take the junk away, and you reclaim that space that junk has been taken up, it's like moving into a new house.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, oh, now we have this space. Now it's like, you can get that clutter and that burden out of your cluttered mind already, right? Like,
I love that. So what drove you to get into the junk removal business?
My family started in the early 2000s when I was still in high school.
Nice.
So we just kind of continued on, and I like serving more of the residential clients because I get to talk to them and hear their stories and what stage of life they're in, and why they're doing junk cleanup and the things that they're throwing away. Because sometimes we find some fun and cool stuff. I like that more like personalized like stories and interactions more than the construction side. Because the construction side is just, you have a set schedule, a set day, and you're just there doing it, and kind of everyone's busy doing their thing, right?
Yeah, it's just business, but the personal story is.
Yeah, I like the personal connections.
I love that.
Yeah.
And where do you find most of your customers?
We find mostly on like on Google or on online. We're starting to do a lot more presence on social media, so those are starting to show results. And then obviously the biggest one is just referrals.
Nice,
because we do have a lot of history. We've been in the business for 20 some years, right? So we do have a lot of referrals and repeat customers.
Excellent. And your bins are also really recognizable. I love the Yuck Monster.
Yeah, the Yuck Monster. He's the key to success. It's not my beautiful face. It's the Yuck Monster.
I love that. People see that bin and they're like, I know what that is.
Exactly.
That business is. Yeah.
I love it.
Do you tend to have a lot of repeat business?
Yeah, that's, we do, because we try and treat our customers like our neighbors or a family member. Mm-hmm. Like kind of like what I was just saying is I like to interact with them. Like I sit there and I'll talk to them for 5 or 10 minutes before and after, just kind of just going through their stage and what they're doing. So I think people kind of, they like that, and they feel that neighborly connection, right? Mm-hmm. Instead of just being someone on the phone where they don't know who's showing up and, who they're talking to or whatever, right?
Yeah. They trust you to come in and take care of a problem that was weighing on them.
Yeah.
And so they just call you back.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. How competitive is trash removal?
Yeah. Like most people don't know, but it's a very competitive market because it's such a big need for it.
Wow.
Right. Because there's everyone needs junk removal at some point or another. Mm-hmm. Quite often every couple of years or every year, depends what kind of service or situation they're in. But like you said, junk is just a constant issue, right? So
yeah, it's always accumulating.
Always, right? No matter what you do. Right? Yeah. So it's it's a very competitive market, but it's good because we're giving back to the community, trying to keep Edmonton clean, trying to keep everyone, relaxed and not overwhelmed by junk.
Yeah, right? So, that's important.
And Edmonton is actually one of the leading cities in Canada for recycling.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's, I think it just shows a little bit about Edmontonians, about how we are, right?
Yeah, we're conscientious people.
Yeah, exactly.
And why are you motivated to be the best in your industry?
I've always just tried to shoot for the stars.
Yeah.
Tried to shoot for the stars, right? So, like I said, I like to help people and I like to be involved in the process. I try to treat everyone like how I would like to be treated if I was in their shoes. So I think that's kind of what makes me want to push the limits and push the boundaries, because I want to help more people. And just make their weekend better, or their backyard better, or, just
nice.
Just want to help people.
I love that. So if someone has junk or garbage that they need taken care of, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, so you can call us at 780-432-9825, or you can visit us on our website at 432yuck.com, or you can find us on social media. Just look for the Yuck Monster. You'll see him.
Look for the Yuck Monster.